Thank you, Mr. Davidson, for sharing what you've done within ACT and your background and experience across youth, family services, and that portfolio of social services and human services perspective is fairly varied. And the language from the NDIS review, the word which has been used again and again, or probably now amplified up, ecosystem of supports. And I think you have a very different perspective in being in different parts of the government departments. And what do you think is the biggest challenge for us to deliver the vision of the inclusive Australia, not just being the responsibility of NDIS, but how does other departments come together and see as a common deliverable rather than an individual deliverable of an entity?
Yeah, I think actually the biggest challenge is being able to see the whole person, being able to take the holistic view. What often happens across our health and social services ecosystem is that each service provider or each government department or each organisation is so deeply embedded in overcoming the challenges of the work that they're doing, perhaps in delivering, say, speech therapy or in delivering in home personal care or in delivering accessible housing to people. And they're not necessarily seeing the bigger picture of the whole person. I think for a lot of us, one of the challenges is actually to see that all of these things need to be able to work together, and that while it might be more time consuming to have to communicate more with other service organisations or to spend more time working through something with the person who is receiving care to understand their needs, you actually get a better outcome at the end of it. Now that same thing applies to if you jump up to a higher level to governments trying to make decisions about how we do these things. It's very important that we keep in mind that the NDIS is an investment in inclusion and in people, and that if someone has a support need, it needs to be met somewhere. And at the end of the day, our community collectively is going to have to find a way to do it. So what we need to do is be able to have those conversations about what is the most effective way to meet that person's support need so that we're not actually creating more problems down the track.